scope to the details of politics.
Actually participated in the governorship election.
Roll out vaccination in 4 phases.
Let's stay away from the sides of the story and go deeper together. Let's talk with at 8 a.m.
95.1 Nigeria Abuja. Let's talk.
The best show.
This is Morning Fire. Crossfire on 95.1 Nigeria Info.
Thank you for staying tuned. 6 minutes past AM. Let's get into Open Big's take this week. And you can call in to share that or simply send a message as well. 0700 951 0000 08095 974869. Those are the numbers to call. We're also on WhatsApp on 080-993-0137. And we are streaming on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. So you can go onto YouTube and Facebook platforms to be a part of the conversation. Also, drop what is your biggest take this week. Hello? I can barely hear you. Something wrong with the connection? Do call back. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
How are you? Welcome, Chinedu. Go ahead.
My open mic this morning is about this fuel subsidy. My brother, I don't know why our parents find their now. On the job, the fuel subsidy is gone. And I'm hearing the videos as I have almost 1.3 for fuel subsidy.
That's 1.68 trillion now. Go ahead.
Huh?
There's 1.68 trillion now.
Yeah. So why can't I start Nigeria like this? And they are doing something young students school fees God.
Students.
Not like me, so 900 naira. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know these are our leaders. I don't know how they don't have any plans on God come on to just have power with the force and rule Nigeria with the force. I don't understand. It's not this INEC, it's not Yakubu. It's not INEC who bet.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes.
Can you hear me now loud and clear?
You can. Go ahead.
I want to by saying we are able. I always dedicate every Friday for our release, and not only the real people, the other students that we travel Sokoto, the Europe, young boys, something needs to release them. I want somebody to know. Teddy on my way, I greet you, sir. Pastor TJ from Dubai, I greet you. Justice of Peace, you are welcome back. Mazi Anthony, good sir. Madam Haruna from Kubwa, I greet you. Madam Tyra, I greet her too. Mary from Gwagwalada, I greet. Hajia Toyin Abdusalam from Madala, I greet her. And I still greet Elder Pangoche. We have not been hearing from him. Him and his new baby, I say congratulations to them. Thank you. This great project called Nigeria shall be great again. So these are the things that I have to say this morning. Thank you for giving me the privilege.
Thank you. Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome to name.
Marvin from Apple.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Today is my bar.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I want to refer to our president's speech at the UN meeting. He spoke very, very well, and he represented us well. But he invited them to come and fight terrorism for us. How does he want them to fight terrorism for us? We are introducing Buhari's United Arab Emirates. Release to me that these are the people sponsoring Haram in your country. Okay, as government did not invite them, as climate did not invite them. Is he asking United Nations to come and vote for us? We sometimes do our best for as now. I'm not sure we are blessed when it comes to the end of things.
All right. Can you project you clearly? Good morning. Sorry about that. If you can do the call back, and also in on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja, and call the WhatsApp 080-930-1 Friday, and we hope to hear what bigger takes. Good morning. Yes, welcome. Welcome, Tony.
My biggest take is 1,000 votes that were playing valid in hand. Is it that INEC they couldn't do their job well or what? Votes that were counted approved by INEC, and then the tribunal is now disapproving them. What does that mean?
Well, reports say that the ballot papers were not stamped, maybe due to oversight or something.
They were not stamped. They were not stamped, but INEC stamped them. Why? INEC would have fully against. That is their job. To ensure that this ballot is stamped, authenticated before they counted. They don't know their. Is it a tribunal that dictates all these malpractices? What kind of things is this? Why can't we do the right thing? Simple right thing cannot do it. And then back to Edo. The two of them are, look, they shouldn't disgrace us, the people of Edo. They were elected to deliver a democratic people. They were not elected to fight themselves. Humiliating and disgrace. What kind of leadership? This is an example of leadership. What can they provide good leadership? Be an example to performing a solution in Nigeria. Why were they there? If they can't do that.
All right, Tony.
It should be wasting time. I'd like to give us good governance and not to fight themselves. Enough to say, no, please. God bless Nigeria.
God bless you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I can hear you. What's your name?
I do right?
Yes, it is open, Malcolm. What's your name?
Yeah. You understand. It's to correct me.
What is your name?
My name is Sept.
Go, Mega.
Why should me right? Because some people today, they say they are from Nigeria, from South. I want to ask, is it a or is it a?
Okay.
But I know. So about Nigeria is oil policy. And the area. They don't have six in South region. Would they have one?
Sorry. Good morning.
Those are allowing that we are still called and still you know they will make a number they say America. Even a private call.
What reason were you giving for that?
In Jadi, there are routine Jadi that day. That is for computer. I didn't pay any $100. If I would know their room number, I said to go and Marisa Cola in their house.
But that's your private car?
Yeah, it's a private car.
And it's duly registered?
It's not Intel. Don't say like that. I know the day they said my free fine. I have to pay ₦5 Is that the Ogago? Then Jadi Park there, that junction in Jadi Park, always that traffic light. They're always doing that. And I was standing there, I saw a jeep for somebody with the Louis Itodo at the back. So I don't want the Amachi Amakum and tell us because I'm a sumo in the so if I policemen or they are so they are ready for everywhere.
All right. We'll look into that and follow up on this. Thank you for sharing this information, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Prophet Michael Uchemoku.
Welcome, Michael. Go ahead.
Yeah. The last time I checked, disobedience is what is making the world to last. Disobedience of God. That's number one. That's what we are suffering in this world. What is happening to us from the spirit to the physical, to solve problems to the physical. We can solve our problems. So what is making us to go through everything that is happening is caused by disobedience to the work of God. All, including global climate change we are facing. Everything happening to us, all is all about the Lord.
So we can call back. Good morning.
Nigeria, we have I don't know what God the problem of Nigeria is that the government get everything right. Don't have man in the country. One of now, so that the noise matters. After you don't house, it's difficult. If I make a like that. But we get a 2019 let them be sure. Now money, repair but keep the boy, we send the boy, we make money. I don't want to.
All right, thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, maybe.
Go ahead, Femi.
I'm getting the money we gather and say we have this and say that what is the real most and the most challenging issue? One means of it. If you will take problem and more of the making progress in the country because we don't determine what goes fast and then what you can even export that country, even the refined product because they get crude abroad, come refine well, product from the time we get from it. So the entire is a matter of So what we find is things are cutting here. And that's the same level with palm oil. Malaysia came here, took our palm fruit. Today we're importing over 80-something% what we consume here. What happens if we got machinery and process our palm oil and begin to eat these things and do them and export them? And the byproduct palm oil is mucus. We have created more things. All of the oil high and come up on that way. It's not a solution. And then lastly, on you read for a million there. 7 million. Let me see. Yes, it is a normal. People are running all over the games. Some continues to use out rate and next again. What are we doing? The judges. When you judge, parents should be justice. And your justice to promote unity of the society group, because whatever judgment is down now, it's not for the people that win for. It's also for our children to stay or
Blessing, Jeff. Thank you for sharing it. So you spoke about oil, and the Niger Delta, section of that, and it's sometimes called due to its vast reserves of oil and natural gas. The bottom line is it's the heart of Nigeria's oil production, hosting many oil exploration and production activities, as well as oil refineries. Now, the composition of states in the Niger Delta region may vary depending on different interpretations and classifications, right? But then the states, as mentioned earlier, are what typically make up the Niger Delta. So that I hope that gives you a bit of difference between the South and the Niger Delta. All right? I hope that answers the question like you asked earlier. We'll go on a break. When we come back, we get into more of what your open mic is for today, your biggest take from this week. And you can also share on our live stream, Facebook and YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja.
This Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
It's Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is 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 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
This is Nigeria Info.
Selfish. He has asked for forgiveness. Let him be forgiven. All right, let's get back to some of your messages on WhatsApp. And this one is talking about... Okay, this is something else entirely different from what we're speaking on right now. My open mic is on what is happening in Nigeria. Before we get it right in Nigeria, our lawmakers have to amend our laws, which will allow us to have our elections 4 months before handing over. If not, we'll never get it right, because you cannot challenge the president or governor of a state when they have been sworn in. Okay. All right, that's Daniel in Soka sharing his thoughts right there. And IK says, Tinubu should not stall his certificate probe if his hands are clean. Importantly, I advise everyone to be patient and hope that Nigeria becomes productive again. Okay. And Livon Kotang in Lifecam says, my open mic is about the 25% in the FCT. I wrote WAEC in 2019, but I got a D7 in English, and I have to rewrite again because I did not pass in English. So if FCT is not as important as they say, then how about changing the policy of the exams that we are writing in this country as well? God bless Nigeria is what Livon ends with. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Jokes from Apo.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, please, I want to tell you about something, about this issue of Abdul. The gentleman that says he has an experience with them at Jabi, he is very right. The other day, I think about 2 Mondays ago, I just went to pick my girlfriend at Yawa. I ended up paying 10,000 naira to these people. Before you know, they opened my car, they moved my back seat, and the other one was already going away with it. I have to be following them, telling them, I don't know the right channel for us to even talk to. Maybe the police, these people cannot just come and be doing.
What did they say your offense was exactly? Because Chizara also reached out a couple of days ago to make the same complaint, and he said it's happened one time too many, and he's not certain what exactly they want, so based on how they harass and don't necessarily tell you what you've done wrong.
I didn't do it. I was just telling them, before you know, I just saw someone that came and grabbed my key. I was even thinking maybe they want to attack me or rob me or something. They grabbed my key and before I end up paying 10,000. It's very wrong. Please.
All right, we'll look into that. Thank you for. All right, thank you for sharing your experience, and so sorry that that keeps happening to you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Itodo.
Yes, welcome.
Good morning, sir. Thank you. This is Jonathan Stone from Niger State.
Go ahead.
Itodo.
Yes.
I want to speak on fuel subsidy. You see, I don't know when during the military era when they are selling fuel 25 naira per liter. You know when Nigeria was our road, hospital, and the rest of them. And now when we are buying fuel at the rent of 170 something, 160 something, what is the development we are getting? Nothing, if not hardship. I think we should go back to those days where we are getting things wrong. You cannot be doing the wrong thing and expecting the right answer. It will never work. It will never work.
So what would you say is the right thing to do?
The right thing to do is to fix our refinery, to fix our light,
and to see what we can do about this insecurity. We see that our economy will be okay. I don't know. When we are talking about buying dollars at the rate of almost 1,000 naira, after all, we have put our economic in the hands of some people, marketers and the rest of them. Why do we expect dollar to fall? It will never fall. Dollar will never come down as long as we are not producing, we are not refining, nothing. Which investor you ask him to come to Nigeria and invest at the come? It will not come. Why? Because we have bad system of insecurity to the rest of them. I think Nigeria should just do something. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Professor Modi is my name. I'm calling for fair housing. Lubu.
Welcome, Prof. Go ahead.
Yeah, I actually want to address the issue of the certificate saga.
Okay.
I want it to be very clear. A lot of people did not understand what I'm not a spokesperson for Atiku, but I'm talking from an angle as an academician. What they're talking about is not qualification per se. A primary school certificate in Nagatin will maybe probably, according to the constitution, qualify you to be a president. But if you say an equivalent, you a degree certificate is a degree certificate, and that certificate don't bear your name, or it is purported forged by clarification of verifying from the university the person attended. And they said, well, you were a student, but you didn't pass through the school. And then how did you produce the certificate? That's what the certificate is. Look, in academic, it's a crime, a very serious crime for you to possess a certificate from a school that did not give you authentic, that thing did not emanate from the university, as it were. So that is the point.
Sorry about that. So what he's saying is, even though you have the qualification, but then if that certificate appears to be forged, then that in itself is a crime. If you can call back to finish your thoughts, Prof, that would be great. Nikki says, I'm totally proud of Shaibu. A man who can ask forgiveness in public should be respected. However, I'll urge him to shelve his ambition for now and allow the other section go ahead as earlier agreed. Obaseki has to also forgive him because Shaibu has a right to his ambition. The Edo people deserve the benefit from both men that they elected. That's what Nikki is saying. And John in Livecam, no person is talking about the LEA primary schools in the 6 area councils in Abuja, the FCT, who are currently on strike. Is this the way to go? Pay them their allowances and let our children go back to school. Let the poor breathe is how he ends that message. It's important that the primary school children, pupils, go back to school because they've been home since resumption, and this is due to issues with paying backlogs and all of that. So it's important that is looked into. So, this is the second week already ending after resumption, and we're moving to the third week. How would they feel being home while their friends are already in school and a couple of weeks ahead of them? So it's important that is looked into and sorted out in the best way possible, and also as soon as possible is what John is calling for. It's Open Mic Friday right here on the Morning Crossfire on Nigeria Info 95.1. It's 8:37. We've got a few minutes before we wrap this up and move on to our guest who will be talking to us about their business. So you can still call in to share your open mic, 0700 951 0000, 0809597 4869. Those are the numbers to call. And on WhatsApp, you can call that number or send a message to 080-9993-0137. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, the digital Deacon and the modern Deacon.
Good morning.
My name is Susan for God.
Welcome.
I'm calling you from area 11 right now.
All right.
Deacon, my open mic this morning is about fuel. The thought of fuel, bring good people on my body. Each time I leave the first station, I leave it in a very sad mood. My question is, now that we have fuel so high, what are the regulatory bodies that usually regulate, monitor, question, for fraudulent practice, so that when you buy 5 liter, you know that at least you bought 5 liter. The way we buy these days, so like it burns faster, and if you have to add to the cost, in addition to the cheating and stealing that goes on in first session, that is too much for us to bear. Do we still have those that go around? I mean, that being closed down, because I can't hear anyone say they still go around again, because I can tell you that the amount of fuel we pay for is not likely to be the exact liter we get. What can be done about that, Deacon?
Okay.
Please. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for drawing that to our attention. Now, the issue with the fuel situation, people have said some filling stations they buy from tend to not give them the exact amount that they buy. And that's why it's advised when you go to these filling stations, watch the pump. Ensure that it is not folded, because somebody shared an experience as to trying to buy fuel on a particular day, and they realized or noticed that the fuel pump, the pipe, was folded. And in folding it, you're able to hold back a few liters, yes, which could amount to maybe 1 liter. You never know. So ensure that everything is put into your car. Or better still, some people say buy in a jerry can and put into your car, which can be a bit tasking, especially if it is not for your generating set. So let's just hope that the regulatory bodies go around to ensure that filling stations are doing the right thing and not cheating people, going by the fact that they have to spend way more than usual to be able to purchase fuel. All right, let's take a few more thoughts and then wrap it up. Let's go on to WhatsApp and check out what you're saying. Dr. Ahmed in London. My open mic is on the plan by the federal government to announce increase in salaries. Any increase in salary at this time will certainly result in hyperinflation and worsen the economic life of Nigerians. Also, states have not been able to pay the minimum wage of 30,000 naira. The federal government will need more money to pay federal workers instead of using such funds to improve infrastructure. And that is why the Association of Directors in the Federal Civil Service recommended harmonization of salaries and wages to the labor unions in April 2015. With harmonization, we achieved a minimum wage of 97,500 naira per month, and all directors were placed on 1.5 million naira per month. Harmonization attracts zero inflation, and federal government requires no additional fund. We only distributed available funds fairly and equitably, is what Dr. Ahmed is sharing this morning. And Nezi says, my open mic is on our style of education in Nigeria. The private schools conclude their admissions during the long vacation, but all our attempts to assist my cousin's daughter to transfer in the FCT over the holidays was met by the information that we should come at resumption. We have done that, and we are now told to hold on until they finish the gifted children's admission processes. When will the regular chaps resume? When the term is halfway, how would they catch up? Is the question that she's asking. Schools have reopened. Primary school owners have increased school fees due to subsidy removal. Most parents cannot afford to pay the new school fees. Most of them want to change to public schools. The bad news is that teachers in the public schools are on strike due to non-payment of salaries. These parents are frustrated because their children are at home. Is this a conspiracy? The authorities concerned in the FCT should please try their best to send these teachers back to the classrooms. Keeping the children at home will cause more harm than good, is what Chima in Apo is saying. And Larry in Guazunu says the FCT should please pay teachers their entitlement. The children are missing out and teachers' welfare is not being considered. The minister should kindly intervene. And that's a good place to leave the conversation right now. Thank you so much for sharing your open mic today and being a part of various conversations we've had from 6:30. We'll move on to another one right now, talk to our guest in the studio and know what they are currently working on. And then we'll go on to wrap up Morning Crossfire for today. So do all to stay tuned to Nigeria Info 95.1 Abuja.
We bring it all on the table.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on